Alright, we should be live. How's everyone doing? I hope everyone's doing well. We are going to be continuing to reread Gakuen Chapter 1. Now, before we start, I've already read Chapter 1, like, not on stream, of course, but, like, quite a while ago when it released. Not when it released on CN, like, a few days afterwards. That's when I started playing on CN. So, there's one minute to me. I'm just doing this on the channel so more people can read it and see the gameplay as well. But if you want to read it with machine translation, you can always just check the interpreter, cutscene interpreter. And now that it's on GP, you can install the GP version or the English patch. You can just look up on YouTube how to install GZ English patch, Nick Crimson, and you will find it. If you want the link in chat, though, if you're here right now and need the link, let me know, though, and then I'll post it in chat. So yeah, you can play this yourself. But since already done until chapter 0 until now, and there's only chapter 2 afterwards, we're doing this. Chapter 2 onwards, we are doing first time there. Sadly, I don't have access to my CN account, so chapter 2 second half is gonna have to wait. But yeah, that is the plan for today. Also, the wallpaper from the new event, I really like it. Not only is it really awesome with Bronny and Cell, and I like the art, but also the fireworks in the back, I really like it. I seen this image before, but I had no idea it was a wallpaper until like the event started like a week ago. It's really good. But yeah, I think we might have just got some stamina to collect. Let's do that before we start, and we'll get into it. Maybe it's a bit loud though, the OST. Let me lower it ever so slightly. This is one of the OSTs with lyrics, so it's slightly louder. So I guess it should be fine for the story when we get to normal OSTs. So I think we can get started. Okay. Oh yeah, another heads up. I mean, if you've been here before, you know the drill, but it's machine translation, meaning there can be mistakes. And yeah, we'll be doing that, reading that from the GGZ cutscene interpreter. And if there's any lines that sound like, wait, is this really the right way? We can always just machine translate on Google. Now, the machine translation on the interpreter is from the Chinese version, and we're effectively translating a translation, if that makes sense, because Chinese is the original and we're playing on the GP version, and then we're machine translating the Chinese version. So, but if there's any issues with it, we can always just check what the machine translation for GP says and have a bit more shorty. There's only one thing that I'm actually, we're probably gonna get there soon. There's one character's name that machine translation definitely has it wrong, and with a lot of names that's the case. Because it translates them literally when they're not supposed to. So I don't know the character's name. Now there is another name for the character, and that's more like a title, not a name. That's revealed later. I will not say it though, because that is a major spoiler for like the current part of the story. I can say it at the end of the chapter. It won't be that much of a spoiler, but right now, no. But yeah, I don't know her real name, because the machine translation translates it to Little Confused, which is definitely not the name. So, like how Fuwa is somehow translated to asthma in some of the machine translations. Don't ask me how, I don't know. But yeah, name translations cannot be trusted. And that one definitely can't. Some of them are correct, but like they're very rare. Like Yi is translated to easy for some reason, but that's definitely not the name. It's Yi. Quite literally, it's just a single Chinese kanji. I might be pronouncing the letter wrong, my bad if I am, but basically it's just a single kanji, and it actually symbolizes change, so it has a meaning, unlike the official English translation we got later, which is just a single letter, E, for some reason. Anyways, we're getting sidetracked. Let's get started. Let me actually see what the thing says. I should probably open Google Translate image, Japanese. Okay. Because this is not an interpreter. The thing before we start the stage. Shopping. Permanent neutral city. Transportation city. New Nagazora. This is the place. Yeah. Alright. We were going to Nagazora now. Oh my. I swear to God, Karen's voice acting just catches me off guard every time. It's not that it's like crazy or anything. It's not. It's just so different from what I'm used to in a CN version that it doesn't sound like Karen at all. To me, anyways. For people who just play on GP, it sounds like Karen, of course. It's just that I'm so used to the CN version. It's not bad, it's not crazy, it's not anything like that. It's just that it's so different that it always catches me off guard. I just feel like that voice wouldn't belong to Karen. I don't know. It should probably just me because I'm so used to the CN version. I mean, it kind of fits her, to be honest, in terms of personality. It's just that I'm used to a different one. Alright. I see. We're going to buy dormitory supplies, right? Now, considering that some people may not have any idea about collective life in a dormitory, I made a list for reference. Mop, dish soap, broom. Scenes in movies. They seem to be used for cooking. That's a Lanny moment. Are you really not playing dumb? By the way, before buying everything, accompany me to buy a mobile phone first. Wait, is that a phone? Yeah, the new smartphone. That does not look like a phone? I don't know about that, but okay. Got it. It's a must-have item for modern kids. But my wallet is almost at its bottom. Let's not worry about this matter for now, and we'll just get closer. What's the matter? Are you calling me too? Well, don't pull me. Oh, I didn't remember this. She's asking them to get closer to take a photo for my background. Actually, can we see the photo? We don't see it, sadly. I mean, there's some CGs in this chapter, but we should have gotten a CG for this. In addition to buying the necessities for the dormitory, let's also buy some interesting things. If there's GP says daily necessities, if there's something interesting, it's okay to buy it, right? You can check your purchase list and track your goals on the mission screen. There it is. Alright, 1 out of 6. So we can control. Oh. Over there is... The Purification Committee seems to be standing guard. Remember that this is a special department unique to Nagazora City, not a police force in the strict sense. Rather, it's a mixture of tour guides, city managers, and the military. All actions taken by the Purification Committee are based on expanded interpretation of the responsibility of maintaining the appearance of the city. I also wonder why they don't set up a proper police team. There are many opinions. The most convincing is that because Nagazora City is a city controlled by the Southern Legion, the principle stipulated in the early years was prohibiting stigmata from engaging in police work, but the Purification Committee can bypass this restriction. Stigmata users, that is. Amazing. There are only a few powerful members of the Purification Committee. Most of the members are in the transportation and tourism departments and are still ordinary people. When I said amazing, I was talking about our Korea. Because it says detailed as an encyclopedia. I love Karen just randomly trying to flatter Korea. You flatter me. Our Korea encyclopedia, true. Yeah, we can move around as the other characters. I need playable Lanyat. Why do I feel like they're... I don't know if I guess I don't notice it as much with Tiara because of the jacket. Because it's quite large. But especially for Laniet, I feel like the head's too big. I feel like it could have been better. I like Karen and Arcrea's model, especially Karen. Like the model, I don't know, it's so good. Arcrea's too. Tiaras, if she didn't have the jacket here, you would notice how big the head is. But it's because of the jacket, you don't notice it as much. I feel like Lania does quite a big head in the chibi model though. I feel like it'd be better if it was more adjusted, but I mean, I don't mind too much. I wonder if they'll change the model when Laniat becomes playable though. It's not bad, it's just, I don't know, a bit odd. But I guess most of the chibis in the game, like especially the older ones, are like this. They did get better over time, I don't know. Okay, oh, I remember this. Should we do it right now? I gotta find it on the interpreter. I remember this. Oh my god, Karen, come on. Anyways, I'll just wait until I find it to actually trigger this. Because it's not in order, the interpreter doesn't really list it. Because you don't really have an order, you just got 6 missions here. Let me find the part. Yeah, okay, that's like at least 20 parts ahead. No, actually, it should be before this. Where is it? I guess maybe we should do something else. And then come back. Oh, wait, is this elsewhere on the interpreter? I think that might be the case. Number 1, we could find it. Take like 3 minutes. Have an easier time later. Number 2, we could ignore it and spend like 30 minutes just machine translating screenshot by screenshot. I think I'll try to find it, but if I can't find it quickly, we'll just... Actually, you know what? Screw it. Alright, we'll machine translate screenshot by screenshot. Like we did with chapter 2, first half. And we'll probably do that with the second half. Because that's new and it'll be a lot harder to get it stuff on the interpreter. I think some of it might already be there. At least for the first half it was. Okay. Let's go. Is that the principal? Look carefully, it's a cosplayer. Oh my god, here we go. Oh my god, bro, that is... Let's go quickly, it would be the worst if we show up on the stream. She's very shy. Oh wait, do we not? Oh, I guess it's later. I guess it's later. Okay, there's something with this later. You'll see. I thought it was already. Never mind. I guess it's just later. What? These 2 stupid cops? Aren't they here today? What cops? Alright, I should probably go back to where I was on the interpreter, and that might make the job easier. Okay. Where do we go actually? They don't show the exact locations, but we can find them, I think. Just talking about the locations. I bought a smart store, so let's try a different store. Oh, yeah, we were going shopping. I completely forgot about that for a second. Alright, we should check actual shops. Ah, I forgot where the shops were. think there were more on that side though. Looks like my favorite magazine is sold out. Rip. Beauty salon? Adult? Okay. There's a game shop around here. Of course, Tiara would say something about that. Oh, it's something in games. I hear a commotion. The 3 people here. Yeah, this is where the shops are, I think, most of them. Ice cream is definitely delicious. Same thing. Looks like my favorite magazine is sold. Oh, it's just the upper floor of that shop. I just realized. Probably. I mean, it's both our magazine shops, it seems. Was it on the left? Like, where were all the shops? I think it was on the left, right? There's like a big square here. Yeah, it is. Okay. Oh. No, it's the military. Don't be so nervous. It's daytime now. Moreover, it's normal for soldiers from the Southern Alliance appear in Agazora City. They should be on vacation. Well, they definitely don't seem too friendly, to be honest. With each other, at least. Well, after all, it's nominally a territory controlled by the Southern Union. Theoretically, because, well, it is a neutral city. So, even if it is theoretically on Southern territory, because of Houkai, Gakuen, and Kisho, it is a neutral city. As long as they're not armed, no one will bother them. Why are you looking around? Do you want to go to the toilet? 2 glasses of carbonated juice, please. Hello there, maiden. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Okay. Here you go. Take it. Aww. She noticed, basically, she noticed how Tiara wanted to ask for juice, but she was too shy. And our Korea just went ahead and bought it for her. Thank you. She's afraid if she suddenly said she wanted a drink, people wouldn't wait for her, so she hesitated. I'm fine. I'm glad to hear it. Carbonated juice. Alright, I think there's more over here. Everything looks delicious. I'm spoiled for choice. Okay, let's do this. Karen? What? Super sleepy, so I don't know if I'll stay around. Alright, no worries. And the stream will be up if you want to watch it later. We'll stay on the channel as listed. But yeah, if you go to sleep though, hope you have a good night. If you stay around, hope you have fun then. You think what? You always think of them when you think of high school girls. We always think of them with the bread in their mouths, right? Where did you learn your knowledge? I mean, she thought like brooms were for cooking, so who knows? All right, bread. This place, is it a maid cafe? Uh-huh. What's wrong? I feel like my financial situation is at a red light. I'll come here to work next time. Oh! Chapter 2! I just realized. Bro, that was some foreshadowing. And then she met Weiss and the other parts of that group. I'm gonna screenshot this real quick and send it to Twitter. Hold up. For those who read chapter 2, there's a few people there. Oh my god, the foreshadowing, I swear to god. Wait, BitHub, I need to screenshot that line as well. Okay. Bro, she literally came here to work. On the, I think it was on the floor below. Yeah, the floor below should be a part of this, actually. Because, yeah, I think the area in chapter 2 was the area directly below this. As we saw in the magazine buildings, some of the buildings are 2 floors. So, that might be the case. In fact, I should go down there to check. Alright. Maids, I know a little bit about them. It's a job that requires you to speak harshly and occasionally in a sarcastic manner. I think she has a bit of a questionable maid. That doesn't sound like a maid, but more like a queen. Again, GP is 2 lines for some reason, so let me actually translate the GP version. This doesn't sound like a maid at all. She's more like a queen or something. Okay, it means the same thing. What I just said was the impression my maid gave me. By the way, Aku, does the school allow part-time jobs? I checked it and it allows it. Why do you know so much? Encyclopedia, I tell you. Got it. It's a pity that it's still under renovation. I'll come back to see it later. And it had just opened in chapter 2. Okay. I see. Have a chance, I'll come here and work. I haven't worn a maid uniform yet. Yeah, let me check the... yeah, it's the same symbol and everything. It's the same shop. 100%. I need to know what happens to Weiss. Actually, no, I don't need to know. If you somehow play chapter 2, don't tell me. But I want to play chapter 2 second half. See what happened to Weiss and the others. Looks like this place has been rented out by someone. Yeah, it sure has. Anyways, let's keep going. Alright, probably up there. Should be a few places we haven't checked. check that one. Have we been here? Nothing to trigger, okay. What are these saying? That's tends to reach the next ceiling. It appeared on the ceiling. What? Wait, let me try to screenshot the third image. Third person's. Look, it came out in one shot. Are they trying to shoot stones at the ceiling of this building? What's the fourth person saying? Can you trigger again, please? I guess I can see what this person is saying first. Slacker came out from me, I'm the one here. Alright, they're not gonna talk again, that's fine. It's not important anyways. Alright, we got something here. Just gotta figure out where I am. Wait, let me check something real quick. Okay, let's keep going. Wait here. Thank you for waiting. What? Nagasaura's city life tips? I thought Aku knew everything. This is for the three of you. That's an insult and a half. Nagasaura life trivia. Just like, yeah, that's for the three of you, you dumb fuck. Oh my god, okay. We got two more. Here, nope. I'm glad they kind of stopped this in chapter 2 though. This random, pointless kind of like side questing. Like, I like it, but at least tell me the locations where I have to go. But there are some of it that is really unnecessary. And I'm mostly talking about the part that we're gonna get to in a bit, not this one. I mean, this one is fine. It's like very chill, but it's like it helps you get to know the characters more a bit. But there's a certain one later where you have to collect 30 ads and it's like put the 30 ads around to help out in the city and everything. But why? Like, why 30 ads? Like, if you're gonna make us do it in the story, you know, you don't have to make us go tear down ads. Sorry, not the other way around. Go find 30 of them, bro. I took so freaking long the first time I did that. I don't know how long I'll take it. And this time, because, well, I don't remember the locations, of course. It's 30 ads around the entire city, and I'm talking multiple locations, not just this map. So, yeah, I don't know how long that's going to take at the time, but I guess we'll see. I remember looking for the last one, and I couldn't find it. I had to ask. It was hidden under something, behind something. I think it was on the museum map. Okay, where are the other two? Does the quest list here actually say anything? Should at least say the name of the shop, right? First, secure means of communication. Pursuit mission. Are you going to check out the Nagasaur? Oh, Nagasaur shop. I think I know where that one is. Sorry, not Nagasaur shop. Simba shop. Which is from the Semi Academy. So that should be the shop down there. Didn't know there was something there. You guys are visiting that place. Oh wait. Is this gonna trigger the certain Karen and a certain someone else's dialogue? I thought it was gonna be later, but maybe it's now. No, I think it's later though, because I remember it just being carrying around, and now he got the entire squad. So that dialogue's probably gonna go down later. Okay, I just gotta actually find where I am. I think it was here. Yeah. Just double check. Machine translate this. Yeah, it's where I am. Karen? What happened? I'm a little concerned that you always seem to have no money, but you were previously engaged in special transportation industry, right? In other words, you're actually a bounty hunter. I hate it, don't say that. I'm just a courier. Ah. Chapter 2. No, I'm gonna say it. Skip ahead like 15 seconds if you 20 seconds if you don't want spoiled, or if you're on stream, pause and then skip at 20 seconds. Giving you a warning. 3, 2, 1. Karen's mother, I believe, was a bounty hunter back in the day, and I don't remember the exact details, but we got that info in chapter 2. So I wonder if this was another foreshadowing or not. Well, I don't know. I guess we'll see. We don't know a lot of details about the bounty hunter stuff yet, so yeah, we'll see. Yeah, all right, let's continue. The pay for this kind of work should be quite high. It should be because of her spending habits. Spending habits? Ah, this penguin is so cute! This is a sandbag penguin. You can eat it casually. I love how I designed it after a penguin, because let's be real, when everyone wants to test their damage in GGC, you just go to the thing and summon a level 10 penguin and see how much damage they do because they have 0 resistance. Anyways. So cute for a punching bag. Punching bag penguin, come on, come on. The sound it makes, there's a beating. I don't know why. I also kind of want to punch it. Huh. I wonder if it says something else in GP. It says look. It's probably the same thing though. Come on and look. It's basically a taunt of sorts. It got hit and floated into the air. Phew. Saying the same thing. I mean, it's just repeats sound. It's not saying anything. It's not sentient anyways, so... It feels great to hit. Clerk, give me this. The discount is 4,500 yuan, including tax. So expensive. Is it troublesome to take such a big punching bag back home? I feel like I'm gradually understanding what Arcrea means. Yeah, Karen has a bit of an issue. At least she has some saving capabilities because she uses a chainsaw and prefers not to buy bullets because they're expensive. So that's why she doesn't use ranged weapons. So she can save a bit, at least. That's what it is. If you don't cherish something you like when you see it, what will you do if it disappears the next moment? A speech completely brainwashed by consumerism. This is gacha, basically gacha players. Just like, if I don't pull for this now, when do you know if it just disappears the next day and it's never gonna rerun? When I get back to the dormitory, I'll hit it twice too. Okay. It's going to disappear, I guess. I mean, to be honest, it could be sold out, so... But, yeah, that's no reason anyways. Come on, let's continue shopping. It's the penguin enemy type, but it's a punching bag. Penguin girl punching bag. The Purification Committee is enforcing the law. Please get out of the way. It's the committee enforcing the law again. Let me see. It seems to be a murder case. Has Nagazora always been like this? Oh. I wonder if this is also foreshadowing. And I'm not talking about chapter 2 this time. I'm talking about Cronill's story. They were investigating that. Chapter 2, I already read this chapter, but there's a lot of things I'm noticing after reading the chapters that are next. Cronill's story and mostly chapter 2. But if this is foreshadowing to, I wonder if this is foreshadowing to Cronill's story. You know what? I'm gonna screenshot this again. I mean, not again as well. I mean. Alright, let's continue. Are any of the four of us originally from Nagazora City? No. Just check the public data, and the number of violent incidents in Nagazora City will be increasing during the school season. Okay, it might just be unrelated, to be honest. Is it because there are many people like us entering the school? Or Houkai Gakuen, that is? Not so much, but because of the reduced police presence. Houkai Gakuen or Houkai Academy, if you prefer to fully translate. I kind of like saying Houkai Gakuen, even though like Gakuen is basically translates to Academy. It's Japanese to English. We're first saying Houkai Gakuen though, because that's known as the name of the game. So I feel like it kind of fits. As many outing practical classes arranged in its courses, and many teachers will choose to cooperate with the Purification Committee. This cooperation usually takes half or one semester as a cycle. Therefore, the annual vacation and when students enter the school, the students who are originally interning in the Purification Committee will return to school. New students lacking experience, so law enforcement will be weakened. Oh. Yeah, people who intern at Purification Committee around this time. I wonder who that could also refer to. I'm talking about, actually I don't know if her name is Crom. I'm not sure, but yeah, I'm talking about the story that's like directly after this. It's a side story, but I mean it's still a really good story. That means we may have to enforce the law in the committee in the future. Turns out there's such a thing. I should have known better. I want to wear their uniform. It feels very chic. I also want to see Aku wear it. Of course you would. Will I be suitable? Definitely suitable. However, if I had to choose, I would definitely prefer investigating cases than standing guard. Standing guard is the most boring thing. By the way, note this down for later. Yeah, you'll see what I mean. What about Aku? Do you have a favorite role? Me? Or what position do you wait? If I have to say it, I don't like maintaining order. What does Laniet like? detective. I want my mom to see me gracefully holding a gun while I leave my car at breakneck speed. I'm sure your mother would say the same thing. Well done, Laniat. So you can try to change the things. Coming from a person who doesn't have a driver's license. But for boring things like directing traffic. Wait, let me translate in JP. Because, if I had another job, directing traffic would be boring and not suitable for me. Only detectives here. Let's see, so what about Tiara? Is there any job you'd like to do? Huh? You're asking me? You don't want to do anything, right? Nods. Really? It would be best to have an air conditioner in the dormitory. If you want to just sit still, you can make money. Nods. Really? Is there anything particular that you don't particularly like? Everything to do with people. Feel that? Nods. She's just nodding. Oh, I see. Alright, there's one more. And just to find it easier, we'll check the quest list. Last time, finally collect all your household items. Yeah, we're actually doing the... Oh, wait. You can! You can track it. I thought you couldn't. Bro, what am I doing with my life? Okay, it actually tells me the location and everything. I should have done that from the start, honestly. I wonder if you could track the 30 ads that we're gonna tear down later, because... Yeah, that quest was annoying. So, if you can track it, that makes your job a lot easier. I don't know if they're gonna allow you to track 30 items, though, so I guess we'll see. Anyways, let's get the dorm, daily necessities. Apparently over here. So I'm gonna walk around as Arcrea. Oh, we gotta go up. Wait, do we though? Maybe it's this item, this shop here. No, okay, we definitely gotta go up. That's where it was pointing. Oh, it's probably this. It's a supermarket, I think. Okay, and I just gotta see where I am on the interpreter. Okay, here we go. Now, finally, let's buy some daily necessities. Toilet paper. That's the image that you use. Okay. Other daily necessities. So this is not just toilet paper. They're just putting an image, static image there, because well, they're not gonna punch a whole bunch of different things, right? But it just says other daily necessities. Yeah. You guys remember COVID when there was, I don't know why people did that, honestly. Toilet paper just, at least here in Portugal, toilet paper just ran out in like every shop. It's like the first thing to run out. Could be like food, you know, because I mean people need to eat and everything. The first thing to run out when COVID started, the lockdown started, was just toilet paper. I don't know why. That reminds me of that. And the last item, toilet paper. Got it. Great, everything on the list is purchased. I also bought a lot of things that were not on the list. Is she's calling it dormitory artifacts. Let me see what GP says, because that doesn't make too much sense. Sacred treasure. Oh, okay. That's even... Alright, let's just read it. The dormitory artifacts you bought are quite interesting, such as a grenade-shaped impact, luminous night light, And GP says the sacred treasure for dormitory life you bought is quite interesting. For example, a light that glows when a grenade-shaped impact occurs. Bro, what the heck? Okay. Our dormitory is such a dangerous place. Yeah, I don't think any grenade is gonna blow up there. I hope. I predict that Karen will regret it the next morning. Yeah, she's gonna look at her wallet when she wakes up and... No way. Swear that I can come to school and I definitely want to experience all the elements of the youth. Including regrets. Yeah, you're right, Arcrea. But the text in GP is a bit longer, so let me just... That includes regret. Okay, no, it's just saying the same thing. Now that everything has been purchased, let's go back to the dormitory. Indeed, it's evening and time for dinner. Then let's go back. Akko? Considering it's everyone's first day as dorm roommates, how about a dinner outside? A dinner party? Forget it, we don't have the budget for this kind of thing anymore. Heard that Tiara will buy it for you. For real? She said Oh, she said first. My bad. Missed that line. She said she wanted to thank everyone for their help yesterday. Right, Tiara? Eh? Huh? Nods. I think she probably wanted that, to be honest, because I feel like Akri can probably read her mind. I would not be surprised. I mean, she can talk to people. I don't know if she can literally read her mind or if she's just really good at reading people, I guess. Not in like the reading sense, but like, you know, reading their expressions. That could be the case. Especially for someone like Tiara. So I have to invite everyone to have a dinner together. Does Tiara still have money on her? That... Such that everyone didn't have to worry about her. For the sake of friendship in the dormitory, spending money was just a small thing. Isn't that right, Tiara? Nods. Aww. It's like a ventriloquism, which means, because that's a weird word, a person, special entertainer, who can make their voice appear to come from somewhere else, typically a dummy of a person or animal. It's probably referring to the fact that Akri is talking for her. Friendship? I certainly received that feeling. Thank you for your care. I, Lania, will definitely live up to your expectations. Oh. Spirited hug. Help, it's so tight. I give up. Trying to hug her. Huh. I'm the rich young lady. Let's go. Laniat accidentally killing Tiara with a hug moment in the future. Maybe. Joking. Let's go. Where are we eating again? Oh. Should I take the subway? Let's go eat. Oh yeah, this place. Look, Wang's over there. Have we met her in chapter 0? I don't remember actually, have we? Or is she a new character in chapter 1? I completely forgot, honestly. I don't think have we met her? No, I don't think we did. So I guess that's the first. Well, for you guys anyways. No, this is the restaurant we went to yesterday, right? Yeah, when he went to order takeout, and the military happened to be having a little bit of a dinner party there. MTL cuisine. Last time I ordered takeout, but I didn't feel like it didn't feel like a new dish at all. Does the barbecue is being cooked on a hot one? Milk tea is being poured in. What is this? It's a restaurant, Karen. Isn't that just a mishmash of popular dishes? It's not crushed, so it shouldn't taste bad. But is there any need to provide such unique service? The restaurant industry is such a merciless battlefield. Boss lady, table for 4. Understood, go inside. I'll definitely make it back. Anyway, no matter what the dish is, let's try it first, huh? There she is. Why does this person look a bit familiar? And their eyes are so scary. I want to order, I want to order. Well, never mind, let's go. Speaking of which, when I saw this store, I remembered all the damage we caused yesterday. You know, when they walked away from an explosion as well. Is that okay? It was quite late when the fight started, and I deliberately controlled it so as to not cause any casualties. What Karen should be talking about is the issue of maintenance costs. Although we said we were just trying to save our lives, we did cause a lot of damage. Do we have to pay for it? Money? Probably not. Did Yara understand? Didn't I find the school forum this morning? There was a post on it saying that the school will be responsible for compensation for damage caused by students while performing tasks or evacuating in an emergency. Does the school have that money? Yes, the operating funds of Houkai Gakuen come from the tariffs of the 4 major teleportation cities, and we got this info already last chapter, I think. Actually, it might have been earlier this chapter. This means that the entire world is paying taxes to this school. I see. I think I heard something like that somewhere too. I know the school is rich, but no one complains. The economic value of the 4 teleportation cities comes from the eternal anchors. Arkria tilted her head slightly. I looked through the window and followed their line of sight towards the tall buildings. The huge teleportation device known as the internal anchor shone quietly, like a sword piercing the world. The 4 eternal anchors can teleport and move between each other, which is why New Nagazora is also called a teleport city. Without the eternal anchor, the 4 teleport cities would be just ordinary cities. Houkai Gakuen masters the technical principles and manufacturing details of the teleportation device, and can turn this device on and off at will. And also, I think it was developed by the science department. They mention it later. But it was Kyusho that brought it down with gravity. But it wasn't Kyusho that made it, she just brought it down essentially. It is said that it is a salvation weapon that was, oh there it is, that was developed and manufactured by Dr. Yusring and personally deployed by the principal Uraji Kyusho. of Houkai Gakuen. Yeah, it was developed by Ustring. Without them, the world would have been swallowed up by the Dead Zone long ago, and it also halted the Dead Zones. We know that from Gakuen Prologue. Therefore, Gakuen, the Academy, shaped a new order and was qualified and capable of taxing the world. Well, for whenever they use those teleport devices. Well. And I feel relieved. After all, we were still defending ourselves. Food is served. Please enjoy your meal, says the boss. That felt good. Although it's not as good as home, it's still interesting. Okay, Lani, you can flex. That... She wants to say something for sure. Everyone? Tiara has something she wants to ask of us. I guess I got it. What do you need help with? Are you interested in rigged... Yeah, she definitely can read her mind. In rigged betting. I'm not good at using my brain and plotting, so I have to think about it. Huh? Don't worry. Where is Lani at? The main reason for manipulating where is Lani at is probably like, what does Lani at think, I'm assuming? Because, well, she's quite literally next to you, so that's probably what he meant. Let me check in JP. What about Lani at? Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. The main reason for manipulating betting is money, right? I don't need the money. It sounds like it's damaging to the Gordios family's reputation. No one's interested. For now. Hold up. I can't really read that. It's essentially, I've seen this a lot before. So, an expression for kind of like sobbing in a way. I don't know how to say that, honestly. It wouldn't make sense to read it out loud in English, so I don't think we have anything similar to like a sobbing, crying expression. So, yeah, I'm just gonna say sobbing or something. I don't know. You get what I mean. That's it. I understand. Boss, please settle the bill. Agree, wait a minute. Here we go. Sorry to bother you. My surname is Wang, and I'm a member of the second section of the confrontation of the Purification Committee. You can call me Officer Wang. Yes, this uniform belongs to the Purification Committee. Karen Merid. Yes. Arkria. I'm sorry, I cannot pronounce that. I gotta listen to that like 1,000 times. And try to do in a PV or something and try to memorize because I have no idea how to pronounce that. Laniet Gordios. Tiara Starlumus. I think it's called. Starlight is what the machine translation, but I think it's Starlumus in the official English translation. That's the 4 of you, right? Yes. Snap. Well, basically like a big sound on the table. The Purification Committee in front of us, who look very fierce, slapped the piece of paper on the table. This is the bill. Bill? Nagasaura municipal government has already counted the damage you caused to the city yesterday. Let me see. Haha, you missed printing the decimal points. No printing missed. Huh? Let me see. So expensive? I kind of wish they actually gave us a number. That would be funny. Please wait a moment, officer. We are students of Houkai Gakuen. Please send the bill to the school. You are now students of Houkai Gakuen. Not yesterday. Ah! I'm not gonna say that. How much does it cost to shout so lightly? This isn't much. It's not enough to buy a mobile night. Rich Lani. I'll pay for it. Laniette, I love you. Long live the eldest lady. Please praise me more and more. Does this support credit cards? Another loud sound on the table. Officer Wang silently slapped. Yeah, that does not sound like silently. The POS machine on the table. Coming. What does unable to consume mean? It means your card has been frozen. What does frozen mean? It means that your card cannot spend money. I'll make a call back. Back home, that is. May, this is Laniat. On the other side of the phone. Alas, it's my favorite eldest lady. My credit card has been frozen. Does the maid have any clues? I have. What's the situation? Miss, you are aware that you are running away from home. What's wrong with that? Therefore, the head of the family has restricted all channels for you to withdraw money from the division. According to your original words, give that idiot a little social shock. You're the stupid one. You're the stupid one. I'm just paraphrasing what the head of the family said. Oh, wait, why is that in so small words? Okay, wait, that's actually in small words on the text as well. But let me actually zoom in on the interpreter, otherwise I cannot really read it. It's probably supposed to be what? Another thing she said? The quest has begun. Pretty sure that's some sort of... Signal is not good. I'm about to pass to the interference zone of the extinction division. So I'll cut to the end. I'll hang up first. The division where I must say their name of who I'm talking about, but I'm not gonna say who it is because we're actually about to see them soon, probably. Because that'll be a spoiler. Hunter 7. Actually, I don't know their real name. I just know their number, I suppose. So yeah, that reminds me of that. Beep. It closed off the phone. How about it, Miss Gordius? Can you pay for this small amount of money? Poor Lani. Don't be ashamed. It's like this in your first year. If you talk to the second year students who work in reception, 9 out of 10 of them make it to the school alive by causing significant damage. In this regard, we have mature ways to solve the problem. Next, let's introduce loan sharking. Why do you think so? We are a police department after all. Don't worry, they're not gonna scam you, Tiara. In Paradise City, loan sharks always collude with the police. Actually, I wonder, when were we gonna visit Paradise? We hear about this city so often, but we've never actually been there. I hope we get there at some point. It's one of the teleport cities, alongside New Nagazora. Should the school have anticipated this situation? What is the solution? You're very smart. The school does have a solution. If you still can't pay, you can come and work for the committee. Develop your respect for the fruits of the construction workers' labor. I already said hello to school and head mate of the logistics department and also arranged suitable positions for you. Suitable positions. Hold it. Hold it. It's good that I don't have to pay anymore. Headmate? Oh, I think it's actually talking about the AI, right? Mobius? Because I think that was referred to as an headmate, even though, well, it's technically just I don't know if I can call it AI, but you get what I mean. Well, everyone's done it, so it shouldn't be too bad. What positions are there? You, Karen Merritt. Officer Wang stretched out a finger and pointed at me. Standing guard at the port. Hey? Karen, I guess probably say their names because when this cutscenes you don't really have the names. But yeah, these three are Karen. Arkria, I can pronounce that. Maintaining order in tourist areas. I got someone play GGC. Miracle. Hello there, Lavany, right? I see you updated your name. Is Nikki a reference to... Actually, no, that's no, I was thinking about Mirai Nikki, but no, that's just Future Diary. How are you doing though? Hope you're doing well. Also, what do you mean by miracle? Anyways, let's continue. For our Korean. I see. Laniet Gorgeous. Laniet. Now leave the fight against crime to me. Wang. Directing traffic. Oh my god. It's just everything they said they hated basically. Earlier. Huh? Finally you, Tiara Starlight. Star Lumens, I think it's the official name. Machine really just translates it differently. You look very cute. Let's promote you to tourists. Everything they hate. Mirai Nikki. It's a Future Diary. It's basically an anime. Future Diary is the English name for the anime. Mirai Nikki is the Japanese name. Mirai meaning future, and I'm assuming Nikki probably means diary. I'm not sure though. If the translation is literal, it would be that, but I'm not sure. But yeah, Mirai Nikki is the anime Future Diary, and it's is it my favorite anime? Not really, but I mean I have barely watched any. How many animes? I've watched My Hero Academia. I've watched Mirai Nikki. I've watched Pokemon, if you can even count that as an anime. So that's 3. I think I watched Kobayashi, Dragon Maid, something, I forgot the name, but that's 4. Because I just kept seeing a whole bunch of memes from it, and I was like, you know what, I might as well check it out. Speaking of memes, I did start watching JoJo, but I mean, I kind of got like, not really for me by the end of the first season, so I just stopped watching it. But I did watch JoJo Season 1, so that's 5. Also because of the memes. So I didn't really get to the part where all the memes came from. That's the word though. So I didn't really get there, so I have no idea what the context is. And I'm probably not going to keep watching way too long. And yeah, just I haven't enjoyed it. I mean, it's not bad. Like, it was relatively fun, but it just, I don't know if it was worth my time. And plus, I think that was like in Season 5. So I would have to watch 4 more seasons. So it's like, yeah, I don't have the time for that. For something that I don't know if I'm enjoying as much. So yeah, that's 5. I think that's kind of all, to be honest. I think that's like all the animes I ever watched. So yeah, not a lot. And I suppose you can say the Houkai anime, but I mean, that's just a little animated series for the Houkai Impact stuff. So yeah, 5 animes, I think that's all I ever watched. Mirai Nikki was not my first one. It's my first one if you don't count Pokemon. If you count Pokemon, it's the second one. But yeah, that's what Mirai Nikki is. The Niz Nikki is from Shining Nikki. It's a game name. Ah, I see. I haven't heard about it yet. I hope you have fun with the game then. No response. Tiara's fallen though. Look at Tiara. She's dead. She's swimming at the mouth and falling into a coma. She's so panicking right now. In short, it doesn't even count as an internship anyways, so working hours are arbitrary, but we will record the total number of days. And that's it. It's good to experience the hardships of society for yourself. After saying this, Officer Wang drank a sip of tea and left. Tiara's dead! Call an ambulance. Joke. Tiara, wake up, Tiara. Just now, I had the nightmare about owning money. owing money. I'm sorry, it's not a nightmare. It is true. Oddly, again, the line was really long for GP, so let me translate it and see what it says. I mean, it's probably the same thing, but... Oh, I was asleep. Does that mean it was all a dream? I guess I was thinking about my dad so much that it started appearing in my dreams. Yeah, it's similar. And Arcrea here says... all those dreams are reality. Huh? What should I do? I'd rather die than be a mascot. How can I make money? Sell pirated resources? Sell mobile phone cards to new students? Or something else? It seems that the price of the rabbit coins has increased a lot recently. Cryptocurrency. Tiara felt a hand tap on her shoulder. Skyren's hand. What are you talking about, Tiara? Aren't we companions? Karen? Yes, dormitory friendships. Another hand patted her shoulder. What was your plan for rigged betting? Now they're interested. Elaborate. Elaborate. In CN, they all say elaborate, but I think in GP it might be something else. It's saying tell me the details. Yeah, okay. That's the end of this part. We're gonna continue a bit more though. Oh, is this? No, it's still not. Okay. So we got one more stage. I don't know if we'll clear the third one. I think directly after this. It is okay. You'll see in a second. We're probably not gonna finish episode 3 here, but we are gonna start it because right now at the beginning of ep 3, there's a scene I was talking about earlier. So yeah, it's a good one. So we'll probably do that and then we'll finish off. What's your opinion? Why are you phrasing that like it's something I think about? No, Genshin Impact story is... I honestly don't think it's bad. The main story. Is it better than Houkai? I mean, if you like it more than Houkai, that's fine. It's a story. It's a preference. So, while there are stories that more people can like than hate, it doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. That's just my opinion on stories anyway. And I don't think Genshin story is bad. Main story. The world quests. Bro, get them out of my sight. I freaking hate them so much. But yeah, the story... The main story is good. I like it. Except for Act 2 of Fontaine. I feel like all that... The prison part. Where just literally just repeated a whole bunch of lines from Paimon and made you do the same thing multiple days. And not only did they... I mean, it was kind of monotonous. They literally went ahead and made Paimon repeat the same exact lines every single of those days. Like, why? I don't know why. But yeah, that's the only part I didn't like. But everything else of the main story I do like. The world quests, yeah, no, it's way too long, way too much filler. Like, I swear to God, 90% of world quests are just Paimon just talking with NPCs about stuff I don't care about and no one cares about. And then there's like a little 10% of lore at the end, sometimes less, right at the end. So after you get through those 5 hours, you get a bit of lore. So they tell you like, yeah, see, you went this 5 hours of filler. Here's your good lore, right? Here you are. And it honestly just started getting fed up with it. I would do the world quest for the lore, but I just started taking longer breaks because of world quests, and that's the main reason I got tired of Genshin. But yeah, that's just my opinion on it anyways. Your account review? What do you mean? Account review? What do you mean by that? Alright, let's begin though. Oh, okay. We're not gonna do this part yet. That will be next time. But I'll read what it says here. Internet surfing. The second academy of Houkai Gakuen. What should I call it? And the whole thing ends up being a reference to the name itself, because it's a second. They call it second academy, but it's not really an academy. It's, I mean, it's part of Houkai Gakuen, but you'll see what we mean when we get there. That'll be for next time probably, because it's quite a long one. That's where all the there's gonna be a whole bunch of like mini games where you can get more score as well. That's part of the second academy. They have it all here. You get rewards for it. So when we do it, it'll probably be a bit of a longer stream, but then not this one, the next one. Because I am gonna try to get all the rewards. So I think it's here. You can get crystals for the time limited rewards. It's one of these. I'm not sure which one it is, to be honest. This one is for story completion. But either one of these two, it's for a bunch of score, like getting high scores. And you get rewards for it. So we're gonna be doing that as well. Not only the story, but also trying to get high scores in those mini games that we get in the as part of the story. But yeah. But that'll be for next time. But yeah, they call it Houkai Gakuen too, because it's second academy, quote unquote. It's not really another academy, but you'll see what I mean. And because it's that Houkai Gakuen, they just call it Houkai Gakuen too. Like they definitely did it on purpose. Anyways, let's begin. We'll begin this, but we probably won't end it. Just wanna let you guys see a certain part of the story. It's directly after this. In fact, it's right now. Okay, not yet. It's gonna be very soon, though. You'll see who's in the front. GZ account review. I have kind of done this. If not really review. I don't know if it called it that, but I did do like a video showing what my Houkai Impact 3rd and GZ accounts looked like. I can post a link in chat before we begin. I already have that, actually. I posted that relatively recently. I just felt like doing it one day, so I posted that. It's relatively updated too, because I did it recently. Who's the main story protagonist of GGZ main story part 2? I wouldn't call it part 2. Technically, we just call it by the name of the arc. So Retro Arc, Reborn Arc, Legacy Arc, and Gakuen Arc, or Houkai Gakuen Arc as the full name, but it's a bit long, so most people just call it Gakuen Arc. So in theoretically, it's either, depending on how you see it, it's either part 3 or part 4. The thing is, Retro is definitely part 1, right? And then you got Reborn and Legacy. Now, Legacy and Reborn released somewhere like alongside this, together. Not like together, literally, but like they released a few chapters for Reborn. Reborn started first, then they released a few chapters for Legacy, and they would kind of like switching between. For example, Legacy ended in 9.7 and Reborn ended in 10.0, like 2 patches after. But essentially, Legacy takes part in the 15th century, in the same era, and Reborn takes part, well, in the present until 2015. So that is, yeah, they're in the same era. They release alongside each other, but they're at different times. The 15th century story is Legacy, and then we had the present story in Reborn. So I would personally, if I had to call it parts, which I usually don't, I just call it by the names of the arcs, I would call that part 2, if that makes sense. But you can't say, yeah, Legacy's part 2 because it happens first in terms of like timeline. I'm not talking about release dates. And you could say Reborn is part 3. Personally, I think just you could call them both part 2. And in that sense, Gakuen arc would be part 3. Also, there's Firemoth DLC, but that's just part of Reborn. And it's not really an arc on its own. So just say that's part of Reborn, in a way. So yeah, I would say it's part 3, but you could technically say it's part 4. Either way, it's better to just call it Gakuen arc to avoid confusion. But there's 4 protagonists, actually. Well, you've just seen them now. Karen, Arcrea, Laniet, and Tiara. So if you had to say a single protagonist, it would probably be Karen. But that's like saying Kiana's the only protagonist of Houkai Impact 3rd. So yeah, she's kind of like the main one, I guess. But May and Bronya are also part of the main protagonists. Even though Bronya could have used some more story, to be honest. But yeah, so instead of being a group of 3, it's a group of 4. But those are the 4 main protagonists. Alright, let's continue. Students, let us thank the headmaster Uraji Kyusho for her speech just now. Talking sounds between the people. Ceremony at the academy is always short. Finally, I'll say a few words to end today's freshman ceremony. Okay, Karen was just saying late. They're late. Hey guys, pay attention. Huh? Why are you late? You're not wearing school uniform yet? Report to the teacher that the alarm clock in our dormitory is set to the wrong time. We're very sorry, we made a mistake. Okay, that attitude is pretty good at least. But don't cause a commotion. Don't whisper to each other. The freshman ceremony is almost over. Yes. Yes. Aku's attitude just now was so serious. Irma Ingrid, former Chateau Lieutenant Captain of the Southern Legion. I did some pre-investigation. She knows the people. That's one of the teachers now, though. Is the principal here? I don't think I saw her. I went to see Uraji Kyusho. She just finished her speech. She just finished her speech and left. The one who's speaking now at the top, is the top person in charge of the tactics department. There we go! Teresa! Gakuen Arc Teresa. I know. Some of you come from military commissions. Some have gone through countless conflicts and battles. Some of you don't even understand why you're here. Director Teresa Apocalypse, former leader of Shixal. But I sincerely look at how she's standing on a crate, because she has well, let's just say she's vertically challenged. That's the term. She's a bit vertically challenged. She's like too short basically, so she has to stand on top of a crate to talk. But I sincerely hope that all of you, during the 3 years of living in this academy, are able to re-understand the world. As our school motto says, I can't watch it without the principal. She wanted to see Kyusho. I feel like Laniad is the one that admires. I mean, everyone does. I feel like Laniad, though, is the one that admires Kyusho the most out of the 4. We must observe the world, think hard, and become talents who can promote the development of the world and answer unresolved questions. This is a legendary hero. Feels very strong. That's it for my speech. Aww, look at what there is the post there. The schedule for the upcoming semester exams have been sent to everyone through the app. Please take the exam actively. Over. Phew, the next step is the exam. There are so many people, it's hard to breathe. So yeah, basically the people who are part of, at least that we know so far, Houkai Gakuen, they were previously in the story. We got Sirin, Kyusho, Teresa, and Ustring. So far anyways. We don't know if there's more of that. And there's also Bronya, but as far as we know, she's not part of Gakuen. She works in an orphanage, I believe. She's like a caretaker, I think. I'm not sure if she's a leader of it or just working there, though. I don't know if they said it. They might have said it, but I forgot. But yeah, Bronya hasn't appeared in the story yet, but we did get concept art and a bit of lore details, but she hasn't appeared in the story yet. So hopefully we'll see her in like chapter 3 or chapter 4, because we got her design and we got some lore bits in the 10th anniversary stream, so we might see her soon. There are so many people, it's hard to breathe. Ekri, is it useful for us to do this? Tiara? Tiara, stop hiding in Laniet's cloak. Yes. Check out the campus forums. There's already a discussion group discussing us. To sum up, not wearing school uniform plus being late is indeed Useful. Okay, according to the plan. Oh yeah, I see. I see where this is going. Next, we will. Let's start. A few days ago at the school, after being informed of the bill. Okay, Silvo, top 5 strongest characters in UGC, excluding Outer Gods. I've said it before, but I'll say it again. Outer Gods are likely not canon, and if they are canon, if they are, it would be in the Babylon universe. So I wouldn't even count them, to be honest. But aside from that, okay. Number 1, and by the way, this is my opinion, because they don't say, oh yeah, this character is stronger than the other character. So this is just my opinion. Number 1, probably the I don't know, between the coordinator of Will and Kiana and Mei, but like after the Soul World. So when they've already become the point between all the Soul World spirits and responses. So one of those two. Well, the number 2 would be, well, the other of them. Number 3. Either Giannar or probably Giannar, to be honest. Yeah, probably Giannar, because yeah. Number 4. Again, this is my opinion. I'm just talking about the main universe as well. I'm thinking either God Kiana, Wheel of the Awakening Kiana. Probably one of those two. Number 5, maybe Kyusho, to be honest. Probably that. It's just my opinion, though. There's no exact list. The game doesn't go ahead and say, yeah, this character is stronger than the other. So please don't go around spreading that as fact. Please. Talk about power scalers. Anyways. There's blonde hair and black ribbed girl is cute when this girl banner comes out. Oh, you're talking about, yeah, okay, Laniette. Yeah, good question, actually. I want playable Laniette. Sadly, we don't know. Karen released in 10.4. Arcaria released in 11.0. The last character before Karen was Shion, released in 9.1. So typically every 10 patches at maximum we get a character. The way GGZ works is very different because it's not a character that determines the gameplay, it's the weapons. The character just gives buffs depending on weapons, so they don't release characters as often as other games. Instead, what they do is release new equipment. That's kind of what keeps the game going. So with that in mind, and also skins, because those are just visuals, but yeah. With that in mind, we can expect to see a new character guaranteed at least until like 12.0. We'll get a character until 12.0. Most likely earlier, to be honest. So let's say like 11.6, 11.7 maybe. And there's 2 characters that could, well, of the new cast that are likely to release. Laniette and Tiara. Now this doesn't necessarily mean a pattern, but we had Karen release first, then we had Arcaria release first, the second. And they did have an order where they appeared in the story in chapter 0. It was Karen, of course, Arcaria, Laniette, and Tiara. So most likely, Laniette could be next. Now it's most likely it could be just Tiara. It's not a pattern, it's just what we've observed so far. So I would say within the next, how much, like 10 patches should probably like 10 months, 15 months. I'm assuming it's like a month and a half, around that. So at maximum like a year and 3 months we'll probably get Laniette at maximum. So it could be in 6 months, could be more, but I'd say probably around that. Anyway, this is just my speculation. Of course, I'm talking about the CN server. For GP, it's always going to be late. Typically like around 6 to 7 months late. So, yeah, around that. Let me sort out the situation. What Tiara just said was quite informative. First year students are restricted in their scope of movement until the end of the semester exams. We can only operate on H1 Air Island. However, actions in cyberspace have no such restrictions. Well, I discovered something at school today. The cyberspace construction of Houkai Gakuen is extremely complete and can even be called the second academy. I checked this technology seems to be from the AD era. AD era basically just means the Houkai era when the Houkai War was going on. So it was quite advanced technology. Though they did get some new stuff recently. In short, does the school have a cyberspace? Then what? Then I found some information that might make money. It would be better to witness what happens next. Wait, are we going there already? Oh, we are going there already. Okay, I think I honestly might pause now. But yeah, basically, there's our information. It's a cyberspace of Houkai Gakuen. So it's kind of like an IR space, or whatever you want to call it, inside Houkai Gakuen. And they call it the second academy, but, well, it's a cyberspace within Houkai Gakuen, so technically it's not another academy. It's just that it's so complete that they call it the second academy. So it's kind of been titled Houkai Gakuen 2, because Houkai Gakuen is Houkai Academy, so it's Houkai Academy 2. And if you look at the, well, we haven't reached that part yet, but if you look at when they say Houkai Gakuen 2, and if you look at the exact kanjis, yeah, that's literally the name of the game, because, well, Houkai Academy, the name of the school, or Houkai Gakuen, if it's not just a literal translation, if you look at the exact I think they call it kanji, I'm not sure though, and look at the name of the game, it's the same exact thing. It's obviously a reference, and then they add this and they literally put exactly the same. So the kanjis that constitute like Houkai Gakuen, and they have a 2 over there, which is exactly what the name of the game is. So yeah, just a little fun fact. However, that is a bit of a long one. I believe right after this, like the mini game kind of part. So yeah, I'm gonna end it here probably. How long have we been live? Wait, hour and 30. Okay, that was a bit of a short one though. But yeah, I think I will end it here though, and up next we go to the cyberspace of Houkai Gakuen 2. Let me check the interpreter though. Is it directly after this? I think it is. But if it's not, we could continue. But if it's the minigames part, I think I'd like to leave this for next part. Account loading, confirm user login. Yeah, we're about to enter the cyberspace of Houkai Gakuen 2. This is where all the mini games are going to be at as well, because we need those for the rewards as well. So not only will we be doing story, we'll also be trying to get high scores on all those stages that we'll have there. I don't know when I'm gonna stream this part though, because it's probably gonna be a long one. I'm thinking potentially a 4+ hour stream. I'm not sure though. I don't know how long it takes. I know it took a while for me when I first did it. But yeah, I think I'll end it here, because we are about to enter cyberspace. It would be here. I should probably close this, otherwise though it's gonna progress. But this is where you'd get in basically. Alright, I am gonna end it here though. I want to leave this for next time. Thank you all for watching. Thank you, Lavny, for coming to the stream. And yeah, we shall be here next time. I'm thinking I'll probably do this either next Wednesday or Thursday. Most likely. I could be doing it earlier though. I don't know. But Wednesday and Thursday are my days off. So it's likely to do this on next week. But yeah, thank you all for watching. I'll see y'all on the next one. Have a great time, and peace. Also, reminder, you can read Houkai Gakuen 2 on the interpreter and the English patch. I recommend the English patch at least for, well, this part won't be translated as you see. I'm using the English patch, but just to have the gameplay, then have the interpreter on the side. It's on parts 10,700s on the unknown story data v2 on the GGZ cutscene interpreter. I'm gonna post the link in chat before I leave, actually, in case you guys want to do that. Because you can play the story yourself as well. And trust me, it's a good story. It's worth it. Especially after Reborn. Well, to be honest, I haven't read the retro events yet. I do want to get around to it, but after I finish everything related to Reborn and Gakuen, I want to have like a time dedicated to rereading in general the entirety of retro alongside the events that I missed. I did read Otherworld S1 recently because people kept talking about it. It's like, you know what? Screw it. This is such a common conversation topic. just because of the Kevin situation and the Otherworld lore. So let me see what people are talking about and how much of that actually is that crucial information. And I read it's just like, yeah, that really doesn't change my mind on anything. So, yeah, but at least now I have context. So when people talk about it, I know exactly what I'm talking about. Because, oh my god, people bring up that story so freaking much. I just had to see for myself what the heck's in it. Alright, wait, let me try to find it. Where is it? I'm also gonna post Nick Scrimson's GGZ English patch guide, so you can install it with info from the video there. Alright, copy this. Oh yeah, aside from that event also. I forgot, but I also reading... Well, I was reading. I did kind of pause it and I haven't returned to it yet. But I was reading the familiar visual novel. As well as the chapters that preceded it in the Servant arc. In Retro. Because I'm reading through the entire arc. So that is part of retrospective. So I guess I am starting... I've read some of the events. But there's still a lot that I'm missing. Especially before that arc and afterwards, of course. There's like more than 20 events. It's like a really high number. Probably around the same as Reborn. Maybe more. I have no idea. I haven't looked at the full list. But it's a lot of events. Okay, that's the link. So that's for the GGZ English patch install guide. Thank you, Nick Scrimson, for it. And let me get the GGZ cutscene interpreter link. And you know what? Since now they have the sublinks, let me actually just directly put it in the part where chapter 1 is. If you want to just read the other chapters, you can go to chapter library. For Gakuen arc, again, I highly recommend just reading it in game because they add a lot of stuff that makes a better experience in game than just reading it on the interpreter. But for Retro and Reborn, you can just read it on the interpreter. There's not much issues. From Reborn 13 onwards, there starts to be some stuff that make it better to read in game, but not like crucial. But in Gakuen arc, you just need to read it in game, especially after chapter 2. Chapter 2 is so much better in game. Like, reading it in the interpreter just makes absolutely no sense, and you miss out on so much. But yeah, chapter 1, the prologue, actually, the prologue, it's fine, especially chapter 0, because I mean there's literally no like in-stage story. It's just the cutscenes. I mean the dialogue, that is, and like by cutscenes I mean like the backgrounds and stuff. So you can just read the Gakuen prologue in the interpreter, but everything else, yeah. Where is it? Hold up. 10,600. I believe that's still chapter 0. Also, I do recommend reading interpreter on phone. I don't know what it is, why it is, but it's just so much better on phone. The translation on PC is really bad. The machine translation on there is better to translate it on phone. I don't know if it's just my own device or if it's something else, but yeah. On phone it's relatively accurate, but the PC translation, at least on my PC, it's really bad. I don't know why it's different. Do they have a different thingy for browser? So why am I not finding it? I'm just finding Karen dialogues. Where is it? Oh yeah, I'm still in chapter 0. This is the part where our creator didn't appear yet. Okay, I think I'm quite far behind. Let me go ahead and jump ahead. Might take a while. Should be in 10,700s probably. Okay, I think I'm approaching it. There it is. Survey 2 day 10,740. Take a screenshot of that. I'm gonna post it there. So that's where chapter 1 starts as well. I hope it brings you to the actual page. I think it does. Yeah, it works. Perfect. If you just want to read the others, go to chapter library. Anyways, that's all for me though. Thank you all for watching. We'll go into cyberspace next. We'll do a bigger one next time as well. We'll do the old cyberspace stuff. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Thank you.